So this is me, talking to a girl, feeling cool as fuck about myself. Other people are looking at me being like, man, that guy knows everybody here. In this video, I want to show you the 5-step process that I used to go from shy, introverted, to being able to go up to anybody and build social skills that will let you make more money, make connections, meet and date beautiful women that are life quality women. If you're one of the guys that actually wants to put in work to get better with women, then stick around. I'm really going to help you in this video. Step number 1, kill your inner introvert. A lot of you guys have beliefs about the bar or the club being a trashy place, and it is, but it is also the place that at least once a month, every single girl that you would want to date has been to the club at least once every 60 days for her entire early adult life. Every single one. There's also tons of really hot girls that are very socially skilled that you can use to bounce ideas off of and practice in interactions when you're hitting on them, even if you don't want to go home with them. There's also very high-level guys that want to network and talk business with you. So how do you kill this introverted little bitch that's like, no man, I don't want to go outside. I don't want to go talk to girls. Here's what I did. First, I questioned my beliefs. Maybe the club is not that bad. Maybe I just have a bad idea of it, okay? Second, I stopped looking for the club to be something it's not. It's not gonna be intellectually stimulating. You're not gonna get any of that. So don't look for it there. The club is crazy. It is insane. It is a shit show. And what I've found is that for me personally, as soon as I started questioning, maybe I do kind of like a shit show, I started to be able to enjoy it a little more, and I stopped trying to change it. I find that a lot of guys that are way too logical, especially guys that are like my clients, they really struggle with going to the club because they're trying to change the environment. They're trying to make the environment something that they're comfortable with. That's not how life works. If you want to win in life, you got to be used to life being crazy. If anything, this first step of accepting the club environment and just being like, maybe I'm just being a pussy, is going to help you deal with curveballs from life later down the line. So for step 1, there's actually an action you can take. No matter how much resistance you have, I want you to go out 4 nights to the club, 2 weekend nights, or 1 night a week for a month. And don't try to change the environment. Keep this part of the video in mind and go out consistently and just let yourself have fun. A lot of guys are way too up on a high horse about, oh, I'm like way too intellectually superior to the people here. That's not really true. There are guys that are super successful, more successful than you, they're smarter than you, they're better than you, they're stronger than you, and they go to the club all the time. So it doesn't make you better because you don't go to the club. So go at least 4 times. Step 2, when you're at the club, talk to everybody. Let it be weird. It's gonna be awkward. When you come from playing Counter-Strike to the club and it's loud and people are talking, people have been talking all day, they haven't been on the computer, they've just been socializing with their friends, they've been drinking and shit, it's gonna be weird. You're not on the same energy level at all. So you're gonna need time to warm up. So let it be weird when you get to the club. I have awkward conversations at the club all the time. The worst thing you can do is get on your phone like a fucking retard in the corner and just sit there hoping someone's gonna come save you from the bored, shitty night you're having. You have to force yourself to go out, talk to people, get into a social flow state. One thing that I do here is that specifically I talk to the bouncer when I come in and I ask him how his night's going. I ask him if it's gonna be a good night. I'll just ask questions. And usually the bouncer's like really appreciative of that. They don't talk to a lot of people. They might flirt with some of the girls that come in. That's it. And then I'll immediately, as soon as I get inside, talk to the first person I see. Like, hey, what's up, man? How's your night going? Like literally that's it. If I don't want to, I won't stop and talk to him. I won't have a full conversation. But just having that throwaway at the start to just start talking to anybody is very important. So here's the action for you. When you go to the club, talk to the bouncer. But don't just stop there. I want you to talk to 20 people. And when you talk to 20 people, you're gonna do what I call a throwaway. That's when you start an interaction and then you throw it away immediately. So it might be a compliment, it might be an observation, it might be any of these things. So here's an example of 5 throwaways. Hey man, nice shirt. Hey man, cool jacket. I like those shoes. Oh, you're the crazy one, aren't you? Oh, you're the partier. And then do that 20 times in a row, super fast. That's the best tool on the planet for getting into a social flow state. Number 3, start talking to girls. The whole reason we're wanting to get better socially is to talk to girls and get girlfriends, get dates. Why are we hiding from it? Why are we running from it? We don't want to be like one of those red pill fucking idiots that is getting a 6-pack and making 6 figures before he talks to a girl. Let's just start talking to girls because that's the biggest indicator of success for getting good with women is talking to women. So I'm not going to show you how to start an entire interaction. If you want that, there are other videos on the channel where I talk about whole interactions and interaction structures and stuff. I'm just going to give you some basic tips for how to talk to groups of girls because girls at the club are gonna be in groups. The girls that are alone are waiting for their friends. They know you're being a pussy and you only approached because she's alone. So you have to get good at approaching groups. Guys fuck this up all the time. When you approach a group, approach the whole group. Don't approach just the one girl. I don't talk to the girl I'm interested in right away. I talk to the girls that are gonna friend zone me and screw me over. What works now is being a guy that the girl's friends want her to go home with, because a lot of girls are a lot more supportive of that now. And so if you want to have a good time there, then you have to like be ingratiated by the group. You have to be a leader of the group. You have to be someone that they trust. And the best way to do that is by starting to talk to all of the obstacles, I guess, if you want to call them. First, before you start talking to the girl that you like, this is like the biggest hack of all time for this. So now we're on to step 4. Here are 3 things that I always do once I'm actually talking to the group. I will immediately go into this exact process, and it works every time. It works wonders. So number 1, there's always what I call a mom. She's the protector of the group. She's probably designated driver, and that's probably not going to be the hottest girl in the group. That's just how it is. And she's just there to make sure everyone's having a good time. Befriend her. This is exactly what I do. I go, you're the mom, you're awesome. I respect you so much. You have so much discipline to not be crazy and be the one that's having fun. We're gonna be best friends. I'll like give her a hug. I'm super positive vibes. Number 2, if it's a mixed group, I always identify the jealous chode. There's always one friend zone guy that's trying to fuck the girl that you like because you're probably hitting on the hottest girl in the group. There's always gonna be one guy that's trying to fuck her, and you have to identify who that is. And you have to introduce yourself in a very nice and fun way, but be very direct. Hey man, what's up? Oh dude, you like the Packers? Dude, I fucking love the Packers. Bro out with them, because it's very important that you set yourself up so that he can't make you look like shit later. When you start actually pulling the trigger and hitting on the girl you like, you don't want him to be able to come in and fuck you over without looking like a dumbass. By being nice to him, you're basically setting up the whole group dynamic so that it literally would just look terrible if they tried to fuck you over. You've set it up so that your girl likes you, but then also the group likes you. Even though they might not be happy with what's going on, they're like, well, I can't really do anything about it. For the guy, it's like, I don't want to look like a jealous piece of shit. And the mom's like, oh, I trust this guy. Then number 3, I tease the girl I like, and then I go back to talking to the group. So this is kind of what it looks like in full motion when I start the conversation. I'm like, yo, what's up? You look like the mom. You're fucking awesome. Like, we're going to be fucking best friends. Oh, you're like the sweet one. Hey, bro, what's up? I'm Tim. What's up, man? You're trouble. I don't know about you. You're like giving me a look or something. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. And I go back to talking to the group. This creates like an instant tension between you and the girl you like. And if you let me know down in the comments, I can make more videos on how to get to that vibing section of the night and how to get to the actual mechanics of flirting and how it works. But that's how you trigger the initial attraction. That's how you spark the initial attraction. Watch any scene where the love interest for the main female character, and it's always some sort of tension right away. It's always, I'm awesome and cool with all these people. There's gonna be something wrong between me and the girl. It's really just about that. It's about painting an amazing story and really thinking about your night as a movie. That is the secret to pulling consistently from the bar, but it's also the secret to, like I said, like networking with cooler people, being around people that you want to be around, dating amazing women, getting dates like the next day, even if you're not trying to pull that night, all that stuff. It's very important to like create an amazing movie in the head of everyone you're talking to. That's like the most important thing. So number 5, move around. Once I get to a vibing phase where I'm actually vibing with the girl I like, which kind of looks like this, I'll be talking to the group for 80% and then 20% teasing the girl I like. And then slowly, as the girl I like is kind of pulling my attention towards her, I will start to give 80% of my attention to her and 20% to the group. And then at some point, once I can tell we're vibing and we're having a good time, we're flirting, I'll be like, hey, you want to grab a drink? And this is where I start moving around. We'll pull to the bar. I'm going to get into the story. The actual story of, remember that clip at the start of the video where I was talking to a girl and having a good time? This is the story of that night. So this night starts out a little different. I didn't approach the whole group, but you're gonna see how I implement all of these strategies in the actual interaction. The interaction starts at the bar. She's standing next to me and I open. I just ask who she's here with. We barely flirt. I asked her name, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yo, you seem cool. We should go talk outside. And we talked for like maybe 5-10 minutes. I flirted a little bit. Playfully, it was like, oh, you're trouble, I can tell. I was just teasing a little bit. And since I already knew that she was here with a group of people, I was like, hey, let's go meet your friends, because you're never gonna pull a girl straight from having a conversation for 20 minutes outside. She's never gonna ditch her friends. So you have to meet the friends. We meet the friends, I introduced myself, and I even did a small thing to control the frame so that they don't see me as like the guy trying to pick her up. I said, hey, like she's like totally trying to kidnap me. She like loves me or something. And I said that to imply that she brought me. And setting it up like that makes it so that I'm not the weird pickup guy. I'm just a cool guy that she met at the bar. Now, obviously, I made a point to befriend the mom and befriend the guys. Specifically, there was this guy that was drinking a beer. He was kind of drunk, and I made sure to be super nice to him. And he even kept coming up to me and her. I knew he was trying to fuck me over. And every single time I saw him, I was like, dude, my man, what's up? What's up, dude? I missed you, bro. In a weird kind of roundabout way, made it so that he couldn't fuck me over. I hang out with the friends, I crack some jokes, and I'm actually fun. This is a key aspect to the whole night, is I'm actually fun, I'm actually talking to them, I'm making them like me because I'm having a fun time. And then we go back outside, okay? So now we're alone again. I'm like holding her hands for 5 minutes. That's really it, but like we're holding hands. It's clear that we're together at this point. Now I kind of start treating her like she's my girlfriend. There was a little bit of verbal escalation. I was accusing her of being into me. I was like, all right, like you're so into me, like it's so cute. We go back inside. The girls go to the bathroom. A lot of guys don't know what to do here. What you have to do is connect with the guys that are at the group. Oh, hey, what's up, man? Oh, nice. Oh, you do this. Oh, I'm in business here. We should talk about that. Let me get your number. Even if you don't plan on talking to them later, like you should always get contact information. Have fun with them. Talk about stuff that they want to talk about because they want to feel like you're a part of the group. So the girls come back from the bathroom. They're talking about dancing, but no one's doing anything. I'm like, wow, this is a perfect chance to be a leader. So I stand up and I'm like, let's go dance. And at that point in the night, I was the leader of the group. So we go to the dance floor, and what do? I dance. But I don't just dance with my girl, I'm dancing with everyone. I'm dancing in a group, and I made sure I included everyone. Notice how much we're moving around. Moving around is very important because it makes you feel like you've been together for a very long time. So at this point, we come back to the dance floor. We're dancing a little more closely. Finally, I ended up kissing her for like 2 seconds, but I didn't make out because I knew the mom girl was watching. I knew she was looking for any opportunity to label me as unsafe, which is totally fair. So I want to make sure that I'm being respectful and I'm not pushing things too far. Because at the end of the day, if you're trying to have sex, sex happens alone in the bedroom. It does not happen at the club on the dance floor. So why am I trying to push for that? I wouldn't. I don't really care about that. I wanted to have a good time with the girl that I was with. And the way for us to have the best time possible is for me to wait. So my girl goes to the bathroom again. I stay with the group. Okay, I'm not awkward. I have to be proactive. Every time that there's a chance where I could look like I'm being sleazy or weird, I am the opposite. I am trying to befriend and be awesome to the group and give everyone value. My girl comes back, it's closing time. We go get her tab, we tab out. I suggest food. I'm already the leader. At this point, we're holding hands the whole time. It looks like she's my girlfriend, which is how it should look. Everyone's in for food. I divide up the cars. I'll take my girl, and then you guys have a ride, so you guys can meet us there. And that place happened to be closed. I did not plan that. Her friend texts her, hey, it's closed. I was like, oh, my place is close by. Let's just go watch a movie. And we went and we just watched a movie. I don't know what you're thinking. We just watched a movie. Don't be weird about it. Dude, I'm serious. It was actually Netflix and chill, unironically. That's how I use the steps that I laid out earlier in the video to actually pull a girl home from the bar. You can use that for yourself. You can use that exact framework. Key takeaways here are just be fun and befriend everyone in the group. Make it so that the girl feels like she's your girlfriend, at least that night, because she's not gonna go home with some guy she doesn't know. She's gonna go home with a guy that she's familiar with, and bounce around a lot, move around the venue a lot, take the lead in the interaction. Don't be scared to step up and be a leader. If you wanna learn everything there is to know about approach anxiety, there's a link in the description to my free course that is literally the best free course on the internet for how to destroy approach anxiety. You can sign up for that down there. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one.